The simplest and fastest way to destroy your belly fat for good. My name is Tevin Joseph and I am a body transformation specialist. Over the last 10 years, I have dedicated myself to improving my own physical fitness and worked with hundreds of other clients to do the exact same in a sustainable way. To come up with a system to not just help myself, but help clients. Here is Bethan, who came to me after struggling to lose weight for years. She's lost over 30 kilos on this transformation journey. Here is Oliver, who came to me, who had the exact same struggles, trying so many different diets out there. He has lost over 30 kilos. Here is Sam, who had the exact same struggles. She lost self-confidence in herself. Here is Mark, who's a complete beginner and he had no idea what to do with his nutrition, and he's lost over 30 kilos himself. The system I've created that helps clients see amazing results isn't by luck. I'm going to be teaching you guys the 6-step system that you need to be using. I want to see the exact same results. When it comes to losing weight and getting in shape, a lot of people do this crazy thing where they try and completely change their whole diet. We don't do that over here. All we do is we eat the exact same foods, but we make small changes, guys. For example, if you like to drink a lot of Coke, go to Diet Coke. If you use a lot of butter, go to Butter Light. And what these small changes are going to allow us to do is it's going to create a calorie deficit without even noticing we're doing it. The whole purpose of this is to not feel like we're on a diet. Because when we feel like we're on a diet, the diet ends and we go back into creating the previous habits that we had once upon a time. Your daily protein intake. This is going to be really important if you want to be feeling more satiated, build more muscle mass, and just make this overall journey a lot easier so you're not having some of those cravings and temptations from other foods. So what we're going to do is we want to be doubling the amount of protein we're consuming compared to usual, because I can guarantee this, you probably aren't consuming enough protein because the average person who's trying to get in shape just isn't eating enough protein. So what you're going to do is you're going to aim to have at least 200 grams of protein per serving for every meal you consume. Because if you're doing this is definitely going to double how much protein you're consuming, and it's going to allow you to have at least around 40 to 50 grams of protein at the minimum per meal you're consuming. And I personally recommend having at least 3 meals in a day with 1 snack. And what you want to be doing is having some kind of protein with each of these meals you're having and snacks. Or if you're someone who just can't have 3 meals in a day, maybe you want to have 2 meals and 2 snacks, and it's going to be some protein with every single meal and snack you're having. And try and be mindful with the type of protein source you're going for. For example, I personally love chicken wings, but I can't be consuming 300 grams of chicken wings because the reality is the calorie content is going to be very high due to the amount of fat that's on that particular meat. This is a really simple strategy that I've been doing for years, and ever since I discovered it, I haven't gone back. And this is simply using something called intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is essentially an eating window. It's not a diet, guys. All it is simply changing the time you're going to be eating your meals. For example, if you're someone who isn't a breakfast person, you're unintentionally intermittent fasting anyway, especially if you don't eat anything until like the afternoon time, you're basically fasting. The intermittent fasting requirements are following a 16-8 eating window, so 16 hours fasting including your sleep, then 8 hours is which you're going to be consuming your food in. Why I like this is because it makes it so much easier to stick to my daily calorie requirements. And I don't feel like I'm even dieting because all I'm doing is simply moving the time I eat my meals. And because I'm eating all my calories later in the day as I head into the evening time, what this is doing this is making me feel a lot more full, because when 12 o'clock hits or when 2 o'clock hits, when I break my fasting window, essentially my next meal is going to be in a couple of hours time. And because I'm still going to be digesting that meal that I ate at 2 o'clock, by the time 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock comes, I'm only just going to be starting to feel hungry. So I'm going to continuously keep feeling full. There's so many different benefits to intermittent fasting. It's something I really recommend. One results like the people you've seen on screen, you have to be prioritizing your weight training, because if your goal is to just look skinny, of course, don't weight lift. But if you actually want to be toned, lean, maybe see some abs, get an hourglass shape, you need to be focusing on weightlifting. And my recommendations are a minimum of 3 times per week you need to be inside the gym. And in those workouts, you want to be trying to be focusing on progressive overloading every single time you're in the gym. Maybe get yourself a little logbook and write down the weights you're lifting so you can actually track and see what's going on each week, or just put it in your iPhone so you can actually pay attention to the data. Guys, it's really important to make sure you're getting up and being active every single day, whether it's at least 10, 20, 30 minutes. get up and be active every single day. Because if right now you're doing no activity, you aren't really burning many calories, and it's going to make it so much harder for you to see the results you want. So this is why you're here. A lot of people set the target of 10,000 steps. But for me personally, what I recommend you doing is setting something that's going to be realistic to your daily lifestyle. The easy way to give yourself a realistic step target is going to be if you have like a smartwatch, or if you have like an Apple device, or maybe even a Samsung device. Go into your health app, and inside that app is probably going to already have a step device that's calculating how many steps you're doing daily. Go to the last 3 months and see what your 3-month average has been. And then what you're going to do is you're going to set your target around that 3-month average. So for example, if your 3-month average has been 3,000 steps, you're going to add 1,000 steps to start with. Then each week from there, you're going to add an additional 500 steps. See how your body responds to it. Then if you're losing weight, keep it the same until you're not losing any weight. This is a much better and more effective way of doing it, because it's not going to overwhelm you from going from doing barely any steps and then 10,000 steps. Data is one of the most important things we should be paying attention to on this transformation journey. Here's what to do with the data. So when we're looking at the weight, it's okay if we're seeing this happening once we're seeing the trend going down. If the trend is going down, it means what you're doing is working, so you don't need to make any changes yet. Same goes with the pictures. If you put your pictures side by side and you can see a difference, even though the scale has not changed, that is positive. Don't make any changes just yet. Or give yourself at least 10 days if you're just in a rush to see like these drastic changes happen. But if you can see night and day differences, that means things are working with you. Because data is going to determine the level of success you're going to have. Because you can't just step on a scale one time and just because the weight has gone up, that means panic mode. If you need more help on this transformation journey, just like the clients you've seen in this video, go to the link in the description box, fill in my application form, we'll set up a call, we'll discuss your goal.